Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Today topic is how to use cam type well gauge. So let us start the topic.
Hello everyone. This is known as a weld gauge. Weld gauge is a device which is used to measuring the dimensions of a weld or pre-weld or fit up. Okay. So primarily a weld gauge is made up of stainless steel. Stainless steel is a metal which does not rust. This is the main reason why weld gauge is preferred with the stainless steel. So this unit of measurement in a stainless steel is of two types. One is inches and one is in mm, and you can measure the bevel angle. Bevel angle is used to measure the angle of which the weld face is made or weld surface is made. Okay. This device can be calibrated as per the usage. If you are having your predominant daily, you are using it for nearly 25 to 30 times and or more than that, it is recommended to calibrate it every 2 months or every 3 months. It is recommended. Otherwise, it in a normal use, once in a year is more than enough for weld gauge. So this device has multiple measuring frequencies, measuring availabilities. One is with this you can measure the reinforcement height, undercut, and the bevel angle. Next is your fillet for a fillet gauge. This one, with this you can measure the fillet height, throat height, especially throat height. You can measure it in mm or in inches. Okay. So every gauge has a unique number. This is the manufacturer process number. Nothing more special about it. This is just the device number. In this case, you can see there is an engravement known as mm and there is an engravement known in inches. This is useful when you are going to measure the weld. So let us see how to measure a weld. Okay, this is the welded plate. This is a test sample. Alright, we are just showing you how the weld gauge can be used in this surface. Okay, what are the things can be checked. First of all, before starting any inspection or whatever it may be, visual, it may be NDT, you must know what kind of material you're going for your inspection. First of all, you must know your material. Second, what type of bevel or what type of weld you're going to scan, and you must see the approach in the sense you must see whether your total weld gauge length will match the surface length. You can see some jobs, you may have seen this, you can have only the accessibility for half of the your weld gauge. Okay, you must make sure that your weld, in this case you must make sure that your weld gauge is comfortably placed on the job. Second, the code which you are following for your acceptance, that is very important for every inspection engineer or inspecting person. Next, proper lighting. You cannot have a good visual of this. You can see these numbers are engraved, so if there is no proper lighting, then you may have a problem of reading the numbers, and you may have a false reading or a false claim over the job. Next, this is a general reminder, the screws of this must be tight enough so that it is not so loose that once you check your angle, the gauge should not go in this manner. Okay, so let's check on the job how it is performed. you can see now, this is the same sample which I showed you before. There is an angular distortion. This is just to show you, this is an angular distortion. You can see one plate is on the down and another one is on the little bit higher altitude, I mean higher level. So this is called as angular distortion. So in this case, we'll show you how you can measure the reinforcement. First of all, before starting any inspection, you must make sure your universal gauge is showing you 0 reading. For that, make your gauge to in the full outward direction. Tight your screw, place it on a flat surface. Then you just check your 0 reading. You can see there must be a 0 reading. Once you have done that, you are sure that your weld gauge is not having any errors. After this, pull your gauge in this position, tight it up, place it over the reinforcement. Now, in this case, you can see there is a 3 to 4 mm reinforcement height. So you can conclude that this reinforcement at this particular area has 3 to 4 mm of reinforcement height. This is how you measure reinforcement of the weld. Next, how do you measure the undercut? Undercut is an error or is a defect. It's a serious defect which erodes the surface of the parent metal near the weld. Alright, so this undercut will be formed in the toe of the weld and the parent metal. In this case, there is no undercut. This is the zone where undercut would be formed. I'm just showing you how undercut will be. So this undercut will be formed here. You keep your gauge, place it. In this undercut case, your reading must be in the negative form. It must be less than 0 in this case. You must say 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, you can take it in such a mm. Okay. This is how you measure the undercut. Second, how do you measure an angle? In this job, in this particular job, you can see there is a square surface. In this case, you can see a perfect 90 degree. So I am keeping my gauge. I must know the angle. So I am just taking the gauge, placing it. You can see there is a 0 reading. This is the area where you measure the angle. If in this case there is a bevel of 30 degree, your reading will be shown like 30 degree. Okay, this is how you use your weld gauge for butt welds.